Hello everyone, welcome to Iridescent 808. I am Yoshi Lan, and I'm going to be talking about psychics. What is a psychic? What are psychic abilities? Is it even real? Um, would I be making this video if there was even a thing? Probably I would. Actually, yes. Okay, so psychic abilities are real. They are one and the same with spiritual abilities, and psychic abilities come from our chakra system. So a lot of people, they're very in tune with or very familiar with the third eye chakra abilities. So being able to see the future, being able to see the past, and because people have select abilities that are available to them because they haven't connected with themselves to unlock a greater scope of those abilities, it's come to different professions. Right? You have somebody who is who is a guru. A guru is somebody who can see very effectively and also speak very straightforward. And those two are different abilities from both the third eye chakra and the throat chakra. So a guru is somebody who is connected to those two at least. And an oracle or a prophet is somebody who has the ability to see into the future. Somebody who can see into the past is psychometric. So the study or the ability to look into the past and see past memories, either through objects or energy, is psychometry. And there's very specific terms for these different abilities because in the past, people had access to just a portion of these abilities. But I'm here to tell you that there is a way to not only enhance but also to widen the scope of your abilities, and that's through your inner healing work. There's also this new hip trendy word, intuitive, which falls in line with psychics because both psychics and intuitives have no idea what the hell's happening. They just know that they can do what they do. So an intuitive is no more effective or different from a psychic, and sometimes I would probably choose the psychic over the intuitive because an intuitive also tells me that they don't bother asking questions about how their abilities work. So you can consider them kind of like an amateur spiritualist. I'm not putting intuitives down. I'm just saying this is the nature or the level of where they're at. They're content with the abilities they have and it's serving them well, so they don't go further into looking at how it works. But because I come from a very scientific background, or rather rational background, I used to be an atheist, so I was very interested in how everything works. If spirituality and all this stuff exists, how does it exist? Why does it exist? How does it function? And the short answer for that is energy. The person's ability to perceive energies through their different chakras is what their different abilities stem from, right? So somebody who is very empathetic is very connected to their heart chakra. They can literally feel another person's emotions. So when people say very dramatic things like, oh, nobody knows what it feels like to go through this stuff, like, oh, I am the lowest person on the planet, that's not true. Because somebody who is spiritual, or at least who is highly empathetic, there's a class of people that's diagnosed as HSPs, highly sensitive person. There's a group of these people who can actually feel what the person's going through, and oftentimes to a higher degree than the person knows themselves, because as we grow up, we're desensitized to our emotions and we're told our emotions aren't important. But these highly sensitive people, this stays open. So it's not that they're actually more sensitive or highly sensitive, it's just they're sensitive, period. Okay. If you're an HSP, just know that there's nothing broken with you, there's nothing wrong with you. That's how everybody else ought to be, basically. If you're an highly empathic HSP, that just means that your empathy is wide open and you're able to feel everybody with disregard. And there is a process in learning how to do with this, but that's for a different thing. Now, if you want to pursue, or if you're interested in psychic abilities, that's how I would approach it. I would start first by doing inner healing work and spiritual work so that you're at least aware with what's happening inside of you. And then as you start doing chakra work, then you can also combine that with areas of studies you want to practice, right? If you want to see the future, if you want to be able to see spirits, if you want to be able to do healing work, that's something that you combine with your inner healing work. It's not something that you do separate from the chakra and healing work, because if you just do that particular ability, it requires a lot of focus. A lot of focus. I can tell you why psychics or readers require a very, very calm and sacred space in order for them to do their work. It's partly because they have to focus very intently on their third eye chakra in order for them to see the energies and do their work. For me, I can do it anywhere. I can read for somebody at a restaurant. You can create sacred space anywhere you go, but are you able to utilize your abilities? So for me, it's just a matter of shifting my intention. What energies do I want to see? Boom, I can see it most of the time if I know what I'm looking for, right? So I encourage you to go through your inner healing work, and then as you start connecting with yourself, all of these other abilities will start to unlock and unravel, and you'll be going through all these different sensations, and you might freak out a little because there's a whole area of sensory perception that we're not receiving. This ties in with the Ayurvedic principles. Actually, I'm not sure if this is Ayurvedic or yoga. Maybe they're related, but in yoga, they say we have 360 senses. And of those 360 senses, how many is science aware of, right? We have kinesthetic awareness, which is a sense. We have other types of senses. We have heat, right? Temperature sense, pain. We also have, actually heat, pain, and energy are the same. I can explain why in a different video. There's also taste, right? Our 5 physical senses: taste, sight, sense, smell, touch. These are, 7? And then you have like clairvoyance. Maybe the different types of clairvoyance are different senses, but can you imagine that? But if you take into account that we have 7 chakras, and they say we have 360 abilities, 360 different senses, it's not that far-fetched, because it might be more specific. And that may be why some people can see into the future while other people can only see into the past. It may be because these are different senses, and it's different areas of our third eye chakra that's activated. So that's my 2 cents on the whole psychic and chakra thing. But are there 360 senses? I am likely to believe that, yeah, there are at least 360 senses, and they are related to our chakra system and our ability to connect with ourselves and our chakra system. So that wraps up this video. Thank you for watching. If you're interested in learning psychic abilities, let me know which psychic abilities you are interested in learning first. Or if you're highly psychic and wanted to know, why are you psychic, and now you have a better understanding, also please let me know down in the comments below. And also, what kind of psychic are you? Because I am interested in learning more about different psychic abilities, especially somebody who uses it as a profession. Because you have to be very good if you're going to be paid for that type of ability, right? All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Namaskara. See ya.